Check out purposelyhere.com where you will find my self-published book. Purposelyhere.com also has exclusive merchandise for men, women, and kids. Purposelyhere.com is also available on your mobile devices. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. What's up, YouTube? It's Demetria Beckham, and I'm back with another video. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you all like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you check out my website, purposelyhere.com, where you can find this exclusive merchandise on the website, in addition to so many other items. I have an entire graphic tee and hoodie line that you all, I'm sure, would love. So make sure you check it out. Grab you some merchandise, and don't forget to check out my self-published book, Daughter, Woman, Mother, The Growth, Development, and Improvement of the Woman. It also can be found on my website as well. So let's jump right into this video. I discussed earlier, in an earlier video, that I would be doing a series on each chapter of my book. And I want to address chapter 2 today. This book is very near and dear to my heart, is because it discusses a lot of the things that I dealt with growing up as a young female in a single parent home. And I feel that a lot of you mothers and daughters would definitely be blessed behind having this book and just opening up your eyes and understanding to what it is to be a woman in today's society. It's something that's not discussed like it should be in the homes. Our daughters aren't being raised as they should be in the homes. And it's not that we are ignoring our sons, not at all. It's because we for sure are examples to our sons, but when our sons and our daughters get caught up, it tends to be a lot different. And my objective is to reach out and reach the young girls before they get to a place in life where they're just regretting so many things that they've done. So my book is definitely geared towards young women and also moms as well. But today we'll be focusing on chapter 2. Your daughter's business is your business. Now, sadly, we as mothers don't take out the time that we need to with our daughters. We don't sit them down. We don't talk to them. We don't have those hard conversations. We don't take the time that's needed to develop our girls into young women. We are not in their lives like we need to. Now, the situations are different for everyone. Some moms are single moms, which is a totally different subject in itself. Some moms are single moms, and they are doing everything that they can to provide for their children, for their families, which means working a lot. And that is a lot of my background. A mom that works so much that it takes away from that time needed to nurture and raise that girl and impart into her the things that she needs. And so then that leaves that girl to her own devices and able to do and go how she pleases when she wants. Because naturally, children, when they don't have that proper parenting, that proper guardianship over them, they tend to be kids, be young, and do what they want. And so unfortunately, a lot of our girls, that is the situation. And just to dive into another situation, because like I said, there's many reasons as to why this is the case. You have mothers that's trying to live the same life as their daughters and not taking the time to be a mother, to be a parent, to separate those boundaries and actually raise and teach their daughters. Another reason, the mother doesn't even know herself. She has no sense of parenting. She doesn't even know herself what it's like to be a woman, to be a mother. So like I said, there are so many reasons why we don't parent our girls like we should. We are not involved in their business enough. asking questions. What are you doing? Where are you going? Who is this boy? Let me see your phone. I'm going through your social media. Whatever social media you have, I am on your friend list, or whatever it is you want to call it, so that you're able to monitor everything that they're doing. This is not being an overbearing mother. This is not being whatever it is that you all want to call it. It is good parenting. It is important that we know what these girls are doing and when they are doing it. It is our job to step in to prevent them from any choices that they would later regret. Now, I do understand we all are still going to do things in life and look back and regret it. But we'd rather it be, oh, I should have taken this class instead of that class, or, oh my God, I can't believe that I wore this to prom when those types of things, horrible examples. But I'm just trying to get you all to understand the things that we expect for them to regret should be on such a small level in comparison to, the things that they could get themselves into. And 10, 20 years, they're still in therapy because they regret those choices that they made. This is why we need to constantly be in the mix of things. We need to be asking questions. There's nothing off the table. There shouldn't be much at all that is taboo between you and your daughter in that relationship. Right now, in their young years and their growing and developing years, this is the time when we need to be implanting things into them. We need to be imparting truth and womanhood in them. And we have to do that by being those things ourselves. This is not the time to befriend and want to hang and, all those things that a lot of modern day moms and parents want to do. We need to be in their business. We need to be calling at school. We need to be doing pop-ups at the school. Our faces need to be made known. These girls need to know that at any moment, my mom could pop up, so I better be on my A game. They need to have a sense of fear that if I do X, Y, and Z, my mom is going to find out. No matter how much I try to hide it, no matter how much I try to disguise it, no matter how much I try to lie about it, we need to be very in tune with these girls. Our spirits need to just be lighting up when something isn't right. I often have a conversation with my oldest. I'm like, something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but the Most High is going to reveal it to me. If you do not speak up and if you do not talk to me, I know something is not right. You are not telling me something. And my spirit will continue to act up until one of two things, until the Most High reveals it to me, or until she breaks down and she tells me what's going on. Because in time, typically she does. She comes back and she say, Mom, when you were saying X, Y, and Z, this is what was going on. I was kind of scared to talk about it at the time, blah, 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 blah. And this is what it is. But that is because there's been a relationship. There's been trust instilled to let her know, you gotta come to me. You got to come to me. You got to come to Dad whenever something is wrong, so that we can guide you through it, or before it even becomes wrong. Come to us and talk to us so that we can guide you through, so that the appropriate decisions can be made, because they're still children. They don't make the sound decisions that they need to. They don't think on the level in which we do as adults. Is because we can see things much further than they can. I always tell her, you know what? As a mom, I see things from a panoramic view. She's like, well, what's panoramic? I was like, well, go and Google it. Google it. Get some pictures of a panoramic view. I see things much greater, broader, wider, on a greater scale than you do. You just see what's right in front of you. I'm looking way beyond, way further than what you are. So it is very important to have that connection, have that relationship with that daughter. Dig, ask questions. Don't be afraid of the answers. Don't be afraid to share as well. Establish a trust within that relationship with that girl, with all of your children, but specifically speaking, we're talking about the girls today. Have that hard conversation. Don't be afraid to be looked at as the mean one or the big bad wolf. Who cares? You're protecting your child. You're protecting your daughter by investing in what she's doing, where she's going, who her friends are. First thing she tells, when she comes and they talk to me about these so-called friends, I call them acquaintances, I call them classmates, trying to get them to understand, you can't be so quick to use the word friend. I know it's an easier word to use than classmate or acquaintance or someone I go to school with. I understand, but those words hold power. Eventually, you'll begin to look at them as a friend. But I tell them when they come to me, I'm, my friend such and such and such. Now, who? What they believe in? What kind of grades they get? What they I ask the questions. And if I'm not hearing what I like, if I'm not feeling it, nope. Because my child and who they are around is important to me. So you gotta be in their business, because people around them, when it's negative, it will eventually affect who they are. So we need to know these things. Talk to them about sex. Let them, ask you questions about sex. Don't be afraid to talk about those things. Get in their business. Get all, as we used to say, all in they mix. I know they ain't saying stuff like that today, but still. Get all in their business. Know exactly what they are doing. They may try to lie. But that's when you come back and you let them know, you don't need to lie to me, because I'm still going to find out. Your lying creates a distrust within our relationship. But be in their business. It will save them. I promise you, it will save them. Don't let them float in and out your home without knowing what they're doing. Don't let them walk around texting all on social media and you don't know what they're doing. Look, when I found out how Snapchat worked, because I haven't been on Snapchat in so long. So, it had been years since I had dealt with Snapchat. And so, having teenagers, they want social media, then they all started downloading and using Snapchat. And I was like, after a while, I was like, it gotta go. You gotta go. That Snapchat, it has to go. Until I feel that I can trust you with it, it has to go. And it wasn't to be mean. It wasn't to keep them in the know and the popularity of whatever was going on. It was because I couldn't trust that they would use it properly. I didn't care about them being mad. I needed to protect them. And they probably could do some of the other stuff with some of the same things with the other platforms, but it was just something about that Snapchat. Nope, had to let it go. Don't be afraid for them to be mad at you. Who cares? Everything that you're doing it to make them better and to save them. So don't be afraid. Get in that business. Ask them questions. Sit down and have a conversation. Do it. They will thank you. They'll be mad today, but they'll thank you later. When they begin to grow up and they begin to look at their peers and how they ended up turning out. And not to say all of them won't turn out, not to say all of them will turn out bad. Many of them may turn out good. But when they get a chance to get out into the world and really see how men and women are, they are going to thank you. They are going to come back and say, I know at the time it seemed like you was being hard. You didn't want us to do this or that. But I thank you for saving me from so much. So get in their business. Know what they are doing and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be the one to have to stand on the outside just because you all in their business and you seem like you're mean. No, it's love. And give those children, give those girls the love that they need, because you will save them from so much hell in the future. Make sure you check out my website. Once again, purposelyhere.com. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, you all be blessed.